We are surrounded by people that have lacks, and people that have lacks, it's not only in one aspect of their life that they're having lacks. It usually comes to different levels of life. If you're lacking in basic human decency skills, you will be lacking in relationships, in career, in empathy, in conflict resolution, in communication. The lack is interconnected. You might be on the path where you're surrounded by certain people as mirrors. Say you don't want to be going to those old places you used to go to. You could have been going to grab a coffee from a local cafeteria, and then you decide that you want to go to nicer places, because at the nicer place you get a better value for your money. It will be a nicer environment, you will be surrounded by nicer people, you will get beautiful service. Your return is nicer compared to going to that place where you were getting your coffee for 4 or 5 euros. Your friends might be telling you, how much does that cost? It's expensive, and they might want to go to the cheaper place. How you've been programmed is because without people wanting to do that, they do it unconsciously. They get you to agree to going into that lower end place so you can remain stuck. And they're not doing that deliberately. You put yourself in a position where you get to do what other people want because you yourself do not value yourself. You are going to drop down to their level and accommodate their needs because currently you have nobody else to do those activities with. You're always talking about money, about problems, and about all the lacks that are happening in the world. Reduce the amount of time that you go out with these people. There's different people for different things. So there are friends that don't mind going to higher places, and you will go to those higher places with those people. The people who don't want to go to places that you want to go to, you need not go with them at those places that you don't feel like going. Might proceed to tell you, who do you think you are? That is not your problem. The way they interpret the high class and the way that you interpret their high class are two completely different things. They are projecting, and they are saying subconsciously how they are lacked, seeing somebody that has something much more than them because they themselves are in a lower class. They're going to project that out to you for that you have to remain where they remain. What can they say about that when you tell them that they have a like mindset? You might get offended. If they go ahead and they proceed, they get into a conflict, you get to see that it's everything is them. It has nothing to do with you. You can still love them. You can still hang around with them. You need to exit. If you're with a person and they're lacking and they actually have the magic to transfer that onto you and affect your being, it means that that person can no longer serve a good purpose for you. So they might be there deliberately trying to put you down. They don't unconsciously know why they're doing that because most people are ignorant and they don't know why they behave the way that they behave. If at any way people are affecting you in the way that you're going towards an abundant mindset, your top priority is yourself and to do what makes you happy. If you would like to be going to certain places, right, that makes you feel good within your soul, you need to be doing that thing. And sometimes you don't need to have spectators coming with you. You can try going to places by yourself. So if you're with the wrong company, don't be with that wrong company. Do things for yourself. Do things that make you happy. If you're a person alone and you don't have like-minded people next to you, you can start doing stuff for yourself. You don't need a spectator fan next to you. We don't vibe with everybody. We might be surrounding ourselves with might lack the tools to support us. Not because they're bad people. It's just that they're people that might not know certain information, how to improve their lives. They were based on how they were raised. They're based with their lacks. And unfortunately, you need to know that most people that are lacked, it's very difficult for them to change. And this is where they're going to be stuck. Sometimes you can't take people with you. You've got to see them for who they truly are. Accept them for who they truly are in all of their lack. Doesn't mean that you should stop speaking to them, that you should stop interacting with them. You just need to know when to put boundaries with certain people that are limiting yourself. And your lesson there is to be able to accept the person for who they are and to still love them regardless of where they are at their journey. You just need to be selective. If you're a type of person that is abundant or is heading towards an abundant mindset, you need to go after the stuff that you want, and you don't need to take anyone with you, because most people are not going where you're going, and that's still okay. If you want to be attracting more abundant people into your life, you're gonna have to learn to put boundaries with those people that you currently have. You need to take the time to be doing activities by yourself also. You're going to be in a position to be able to attract more like-minded people. If you continue associating with people that are lacked all the time and you're with them like 24/7, that's not going to really help you, because you're delaying your path. If you want to meet people that are a better match to you, you've got to take the little pathway of aloneness, and it's beautiful. Go towards the path of aloneness, because success is usually an alone path, and that is perfectly okay. A person that is alone can do things by themselves. They don't require surroundings to be convenient for them. They go by themselves. They make decisions by themselves. And if somebody decides to come along, by all means come along. If somebody decides to put resistance, by all means do your resistance. I'm still going. If someone is still trying to project things onto you that you're doing some things the wrong way, by all means you do that. But you keep going towards your path. Your path is always going to be filled with distractions. It's always going to be there's always going to be people that are put on your path that are going to try to delay your journey. That might upset you, it might not, it might trigger you, it might not. There might be stuff that you don't like, there might be stuff that you do like. You're going to be meeting so many different people. Some people are going to be having stuff that you like, right? That you're looking for perhaps in people that you want to encompass, and stuff that you encompass within yourself. Some people are going to be reflecting some qualities that you despise in people, and that might be the qualities that you have within yourself. So different types of people are going to be projecting parts of you and parts of them, so that you can be unified and understanding that multiple people out there have different things inside of them that you can take, that you can utilize, or that you may also need to become. So every single person on this earth has some traits that are quite beneficial, but there also can be quite detrimental. So be open, observe, look at people, research people. How do they speak? How do they operate in this life? How do they think? Is their thinking beneficial? Forget about the right and wrong mentalities. Rather ask, what is beneficial in this person? What can I take from that person in the most beautiful way? Not to take as a taker in the manipulation way. What can that person gift you with? Regardless if they have traits that you don't like, they have other traits that you can take, that you can understand, that you can encompass within yourself. So this is the journey. Observe people and love people for who they are. Love people for who they are, and handle them according to how much you can handle at the time. You don't need to be in an environment where you're constantly a hostage. If you're feeling that you're a hostage in other people, in the surroundings of other people, there you need to examine whether you should stick around. If you can be surrounded by people that are complete opposites of you, but you can still unite yourself with these people, that's totally fine. If you're in an environment that you cannot unite yourself, and it's causing a separation, and it's causing your character to actually feel not okay, there you have to question whether you have to still be in that surrounding.